Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time of day it may be for you. Let's get this road on the show, shall we? Right. Okay, I'm just going to go with the Ghost deck for now. If anyone has any deck preferences, let me know. I personally like playing with the Ghost deck the most. Gives me a chance to come across spectral cards, which I have fun playing with. I also quite like the deck that starts you with copies of the Fall Crystal deck. Not main chat, silly. Stream pings. Go. That's it. Hey, a portable. Nice to have you here, buddy. Hope you're doing good. Right, let's kick things off. Oh, and hello, Jan. Nice to have you here as well. Sorry, I wasn't ignoring you. I just didn't see your message for a second there. Hope you're both doing well. Right, let's try getting this. Let's try getting a win streak, shall we? So for posterity, I'll clear. I mentioned it in the Discord. Patience plus. So yeah, now I just want to get a good win streak. Do I watch TV programs or anime set to 2 speed? I used to, portable. I don't do it so much these days. When I'm reviewing my footage when it comes to making videos and stuff, I'll have that on 2 times speed. But yeah, I just tend to watch it in normal speed these days. You did 3 Project Overthrow missions. Well done, Geo Guy. Well done. I'm sure that means something useful. What do I want to do with this? 6s and 5s? Ha! Alright, that'll do. Have I tried spud before? You mean just like potatoes? Because potatoes are spuds. Or do you mean something specific, portable? Because otherwise I'm not sure. The dish? No? Can't say I have. Can't say I ever knew there was a specific dish called spud, if I'm honest. It involves potatoes. Yeah, well, it would do something called... If there's a dish called spud, of course it would involve potatoes. Like, naturally. It involves jets. Okay, great stuff. Let's go again on that one. That wasn't a very good setup. The reason why I said it wasn't a good setup, by the way, is because that would have fell apart on the second ante, maybe the third. Right, nice. That works. Oh, this is enticing. Okay, I thought to myself that the first boss blind was going to be the head, thanks to having a free bloodstone, but that is not the case. Do I really want the stuntman? I picked it up, but is it necessary? I mean, it could be helpful if I convert every card going to a heart. And that way I know for a fact that Bloodstone will work. Come on, give me a sun. No? Okay. Alright, Stuntman stays. that's kind of the whatever you'd see as a reverse phrase of the nail in the coffin. 5th mission's hard to find. And shoot down lots of enemy savages. Great, well as long as you had fun, Geo Guy, that's what matters. Ah. I was about to say if an Ankh appears, I'm selling the Stuntman. Perfectly on time. Because I could use the Ankh and hope it hits the Stuntman, but I'd rather do this. You aren't watches programs, no sound, keep speaking, finishes episodes in 2 minutes. Really? Then she's not really watching them, is she, Portable? She can't say, yeah, I watched it, because she didn't really. That's not watching it. That's skipping it. By the sounds of it. That's a bit too much of a skip-hippopotamus. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind. I'm not bothered about skip-hippopotamus, but like that level is quite wild. None of this is particularly enamouring. I know, right? Yeah, that is. I'm sorry. When she says that she watched something, I would be if it was my aunt and she said she watched something, I'd say, are you sure you watched it or did you just skip it? Let's skip this hand, speaking of, actually. I played that small blind according to your aunt. Introduce your aunt to doom scrolling, she'll love it. Exactly, Jan, because she'll just scroll past it all. That is truly the best way of Doom. She'll become the Doom guy of scrolling, so she'll put a new meaning to it. Right, please don't give me the head boss. I mean, I could have checked it earlier, but I just mean in general. So would a Lusty Joker make sense? That'd be the equivalent of +5 base. It'd be 3, then times 1.5, then 3 times 1.5, then 3 times 1.5. Let's take it. Let's take it and see how it plays out. Yep. Now if I can get oops all 6s, we're cooking. Shooting down lasers, great. So what you're saying in short, Geo guys, that you've been getting really into GTA lately? Well, Geo Guy, that's a wild assumption. We spoke about GTA Online before, and I told you that I played it back in the day with my friends. Also, there's literally videos up on YouTube that my buddy made where I'm in them for GTA Online. So that's a wild accusation. You know, but you didn't know, because you said, since I'll never play it. More heart cards, please. They're not heart cards. They do not look very hearty to me. None of these do. Come on. Wrong suit. Where is the love? Or some such. There we go. That's better. Nice. You did not just throw me a blueprint, Joker. Alright, if I screw this up, that would be real unfortunate, because this is looking pretty crazy right now. Finally, there's that lucky queen I bought at like ante 1. Finally showing itself up in a hand. Then, let's buy the medium Spectre card. It is like one of the perks of going for a ghost deck after all. Lovely. Ooh, I could just get an Ankh instead and get rid of what I've got, but nah, let's keep things as they are. Did I get a telescope? No, because it's there. Phew. Good thing I saw that then. Then I'll buy the Emperor, because I also have this wonderful little fortune teller here. Then let's get rid of 2 crappy non-hearts. Damn. Okay, this should be fine. Yeah, what would make this deck practically perfect is getting rid of the fortune teller and having oops all 6s. So game, can you do that? That would be nice. That was perfect. Well and truly. Well and truly portable. Bear in mind, of course, I'm not trying to go for like the same build every time. Am I interested in Zenless Zone Zero? I can give it a go, portable. I know it's isn't it MiHoYo? So it's basically just it's the same studio that made Genshin Impact, or rather the same don't. Well, why do you ask me if I'm interested if you don't want me to play it? Oh, because you want me to ask and see if I was baited by a gopher or whatever. No, I have not been baited by gophers recently. I know you've corrected yourself, but no. I might have to call it gopher bait from here on out. Sounds pretty good. You ask me. Rather the plan, sounds good. Right, let's Sabu. See, this is why I need nukes all 6s, because this build is currently could absolutely do great or could absolutely flop. The oops all 6s would make it secure because Bloodstone is 1 in 2. But of course, oops all 6s would make it 2 in 2. I might have to adapt the hand on the fly here if I don't get enough. Yeah, that's not enough hearts. If I do this, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, this could be it. Please discard that, Jack. Thank you. I mean, not that it matters at this point. Do you think it's generally the game with the most ridiculous bait? That's a good question. What game has the most ridiculous bait? Thunderstone Zero is up there, and yeah, that was unfortunate. Animations are way too detailed. They had to nerf a lot of the animations in Genshin Impact for similar reasons. I mean, if you want real obvious bait portable, there's the Leisure Suit Larry series, but that kind of transcends being bait, really, doesn't it? Let's be honest. I died, yeah. I got some unlucky draws on the hook, and the build was the deck wasn't set. So while the setup was lovely, the whole thing didn't come together. Which is a shame. I mean, if I don't get a win streak, it is what it is. I've said before, my luck when I'm streaming this game is also fairly atrocious. But hey, I'm not trying to pigeon myself. Oh, so I could show you the stake stickers, but there's no point because, as I showed you earlier, they're all gold. So I'll be leaving it like this. But yeah, what I was trying to say is that I'm not pigeonholed into make a build to specifically satisfy this Joker. There's this new game called Monster Hunter Wilds that released last year. Yeah, we'll give it we'll jump in on Wilds. We can jump in on Wilds together. What works best for you, Portable, between Wednesday and Thursday? We'll do Roblox on one and we'll do Monster Hunter on the other, I think. Don't feel pressured, too late. And yes, it is silly that I'm playing straights when I'm sat there with a 3-of-a-kind Joker, but I'm doing it. Don't worry, I'll swap the deck around ready for it. For now, I'm just doing what I need to do to get things moving. Have I played Disco Elysium? No, Yantrist, I have not. I've heard of Disco Elysium though. It's a narrative-driven detective game, isn't it? Hey Panda, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here, honour and a pleasure as always. It's a great game, but it yaps way too much. See, that's the thing. I know enough about Disco Elysium to know that it's probably not a good game for me. I mean, if you want me to get the game to stream it, I could do, but I don't think the game would make for great streaming material. I know that much about the game. It's one of them games that's a good game to play, but it's not good for from a practical point for me. Damn. Yeah, I had one. It's not streaming material, that's for sure. Yeah, Yantrist. I have heard good things though. Unfortunately, the only gameplay I've seen of it was from so unfortunately I had the fortune and displeasure of having to, as usual, sit through somebody not knowing. I read way too hard past your comprehension. What you mean in terms of what you guys are saying in chat, or what the game's doing? Because I mean, if you talk about the game, it's why I'm trying to take my time, but I also know that some hands and some runs are just lost. I do try to take my time. So yeah, and also Portable, this is a reason why I was preferring streaming the game on 2x speed instead of 4x speed, because it just sort of happens. Whereas 2 times speed doesn't feel quite as insane to watch. Oh, hold on. I speak according to the game speed. I mean, if I put the game speed really high, then I can talk really fast, but I don't think that's a very good idea. I think that's inadvisable, and that instead I should just keep the game at 2 times speed instead of 4 times speed so that you can actually hear and see what's going on better. Am I still thinking about getting Eugenics? Honestly, Panda? Maybe at some point. I'm waiting for the game to reduce in price, I think. Put it like this. I have plenty of roguelites. So it's not like I need the game to satiate a roguelite fix. And I understand that it's the current flavour of hot, but I think the answer to your question is maybe in the future. I'm sure there'll be a Steam summer sale come by. Quite honestly. So when the Steam summer sale comes by, that's probably when I'll get Eugenics. That's what I'm thinking, Panda. If you want to know the truth. So yes, I would like it, but I'm not going to be getting it yet. Is your roundabout way of saying it? You want to see my reaction to it because it's your favourite game? That's the thing, I haven't even seen too much footage of it, either. If I'm honest. So, realistically, whenever I get it, because I'm not going to be skipping it entirely or anything, I will get it, just at some point. You know those stories where the most unimportant side character suddenly turns out to be the most important person in the story? You mean like every AI generated story ever? And then like half of the books you read? Or like every time there's like a murder mystery thing, it's always like the 6th person? Which is the killer with the knife in the kitchen, kind of Cluedo style. Welcome to my TED Talk. Even though I tell you what, if you've never watched it before, Knives Out is really good. It's not a full-on detective series, it's kind of like a comedy version, but it's really good. Ooh. You've watched it? Yeah. Daniel Craig does an amazing job. I mean, Daniel Craig is just a great actor anyway. Honestly, him as Bond isn't even my favourite Daniel Craig. I mean, he does great as Bond, don't get me wrong. I actually think I preferred it when Bond did Layer Cake. I think he was great in Layer Cake. Or Knives Out. Knives Out was also brilliant. Maybe Knives Out more so than Layer Cake, actually. They want to split the heritage, blah blah blah, who killed the father, and then it turns out everybody except from the lady that called on Daniel Craig were all in on it together. That was a little close. Yeah, after we watched that film, all of my mates wanted to get the trench jackets. All of them except the daughter or whatever, yeah. All except from her, the one who brought him in. But yeah, that film was great. Yeah, after the film, all my buddies wanted to buy the trench coats. Like what Daniel Craig wore in the film. Hell, I'm not gonna lie, even I was in on it. They were like, they wanted to go get trench coats, so I got one with them. I kept mine for a lot longer than the other guys did, though. I used mine for... You don't understand in the game. You don't understand the game where they hit themselves in confusion. What you mean, like in Pokemon? Yeah, it's silly, isn't it, Panda? Oh no, it's not like merchandising. Oh yeah, I suppose it's merchandising, but not outwardly for anything in particular. You know what? Rescind the comment before I say it. There's gotta be, like, I hear what you're saying, Panda, but I wonder if I can think of a way how, if, say, for instance, I was doing it in D&D, if I was DMing, how I would describe why that is the case. I mean, being confused and hitting your teammates does make sense, but hitting yourself feels a bit too out there, doesn't it? Also, this run's cooked. Damn, today is not my day. Cooked AF? Yeah, I know. I started to watch the ship sink about an ante ago. Or an ante before it. Which is strange because I'm an uncle. Alright, that's the start of all time. But thinking about it, Panda, right? One thing I could say, okay, just put it out there, okay? Imagine that you're holding a bat, right? Or some long item, right? And you can't see what's going on. Imagine it's just like a fog or something, right? And you can't see what's going on, so you just swing and swing and swing. And one of your swings catches a log, or a wall, or a hard surface. And then it recoils the weapon out of your hand. And then that hits you. I know that's not quite, probably in the context of what you're thinking of, but I'm just thinking of a general rationalization. Are we talking about eugenics? I mean, sure. I'm just giving general oversight here, Portable, but I'm sure Panda's talking specifically eugenics. I mean, I'm not complaining either way. I'm not complaining either way, I'm just merely giving a suggestion. Let's sell this and this. You don't even know. It's alright, Portable. Not everybody needs to know everything. I kind of lost track about 2/3 of the way through. I shouldn't have sold the other Jokers so hastily. All I wanted to do was earn the extra $1 from interest. That was way too close. I should have just won it in one hand, one or two hands there. You are talking about in any game. Okay. So I was right in thinking of speaking in general terms. You hate the art side of the game, but the gameplay is too good? The thing is, this is the thing though, Portable. This is part of the debate of graphics versus gameplay, isn't it? A lot of people are like, oh, they've got to have good graphics or whatever. But I've always said, gameplay over graphics. If a game looks slightly bad, but it's a really good game, I couldn't care less about the graphics. That's my take on the situation. Frick. Oh well, do it in two. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. This is what's quite nice about the riffraff. There's a specific art style the devs are going for. Okay. Well, I actually haven't seen... I don't want to say I haven't seen any footage. In case if I have, but I don't think I have. What I will say is that I haven't seen enough footage to really recall what it looks like. Is how I'll say it. Even though honestly I don't think I've seen any footage of the game. It doesn't spring to mind. It's Isaac all over again. Oh, okay. Isaac Newton. The cats aren't subject to gravity. It's only when they discover gravity that they then become suspect to it. Ah, but Portable, cats always land on their feet. Yet jam toast always lies jam side down. So what if you throw a cat off a building with jam toast strapped to its back? What happens? You know? Yes, that is a stupid old meme thing. Do I really want the runner? What, in there? Yeah. You're welcome. Alright, that's better. Then I kind of want to fish. Nice. Let's sell riffraff. It's been a good little economy thing. Really. Re-rolled into an eternal riffraff. Alright. You know how trashy the art style for I... That's just me, I know it's all personal opinion. Yeah. But what you're saying is it's a game that looks like a Newgrounds Flash game from like the noughties. Tell you what, there was one really good game I used to enjoy back in the Flash game era. I can't remember what it was called though, so this is a little awkward to explain it. But it was called, I think it was called something like Dungeon Attack. And you would, it was on Congregate. And basically you would summon dudes to stop, like, other dudes. Yes, naughties. Not the kind of naughties you're thinking of, Portable, clearly. Tee-hee, naughty. 4 jokers. Alright, that's better than nothing. Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 10. War of Ages. No, not War of Ages. War of Ages, though, was good. It wasn't War of Ages. That's where you've got dudes on either side, and then you throw cavemen in, and the trick was to use chicken launchers. Chicken launchers could literally hold off against the modern, the War Age, the modern age, which was kind of funny. There was also another really good one called Shinji Shadow of the Hero or something. That was a really good Flash game. But no, if I could remember what the game was called, I could say it more accurately. Even though what did sort of take me back is earlier, my younger nephew has now downloaded Bloons Tower Defense Battles. So I was like, oh, Bloons! Oh, did I accidentally hit the discard down there? I mean, I know I still play Bloons to this day, but I was like, wow, he's just sat there playing Bloons at his age. Sort of thing. It took me back to when I used to play it at school or whatever. On Cool Math Games. Cool Math Games was one of the few websites that wouldn't be blocked at school. Boomer Unky yells at clouds. I think I'm safe. Also, I should put the Queen first. Queen had a red seal. There's this game called Jelly Go. Okay. Do I need to look into Jelly Go? What kind of game is that? It's a Flash game. Oh, so we can't play it anymore really anyway. Unless they put it onto Steam under... Because like the Swords and Sandals game sort of became elusive for a few years. And then Whiskey Barrel Studios put up a edition with all of the games in it. Or like games like 1 to 4 or whatever. Like classic collection. Whiskey Barrel Studios, of course, being the original makers of the first of the Swords and Sandals series. And then there, oh no, I should stop talking about older Flash games that I used to really enjoy because I can't remember the names of any of them now, and I can't exactly find it out. Yes, there were some that were awesome. It's a shame that Flash Player stopped being supported. You can still use Java, you just can't use Flash script. Yes, I did just discard a straight. What about it? Howdy. I've not got enough to warrant a vampire. Or do I? Let's take a vampire. And just start chucking on some enchantments. Enhancements. Just because I can discard 2. She didn't rage quit this time, she was actually satisfied. Wow! Pigs do fly, huh? Crazy stuff. So that means you actually had to fulfill the obligations of your education portable. Crazy. Maybe she was just already drunk because it's St. Paddy's Day today. And because a higher up attended the season. So else it's session, not season. Yeah, that will do it. The problem is, Portable, with the education system. I don't know what it's like over there, but I'm assuming it's the same as over here. In terms of, if ever there's going to be an assessment or a visitation, the teachers all know in advance. So you know when it's like you'll know when it's like an Ofsted day or whatever the US equivalent will be, because all the teachers will be smiling and happy and nothing's wrong and all the rest of it, because they know they're being watched. Please be a queen. Right. So today might not even be a win. Never mind a shriek. They do surprise visits. Okay. Over here they demonstrate when they're gonna do, like, they'll tell the teachers. Like Ofsted, which is one of the UK education regulation boards, right? They'll call up the headmaster and they'll be like, hey, we're coming to visit your school. Great, just like an obvious blaring warning sign that you're being watched. Like, it always confused me. Times 2.25. Now I'd rather keep the chips from the runner right now, actually. Yeah, it's a bit silly, Portable, but that's the truth of the matter. Teachers, the school board, the schools know when they're being visited for a quality inspection. I've always thought that was weird. Even when I was at school, I was like, what's the point? Don't tell them. That was a roll, that was a roll. Should not have chucked the jack in. Meanwhile, this is not a roll. I don't like that. Yeah, okay. That wasn't good. Mission failed. We might get him next time. Honestly, disappointing results. Like I say, it's something. There's just something whenever I stream this game that it's just like, you want to win? Lol, now. That'll do. Alright, 8 deck. Let's try and make an 8 deck. By starting by getting a 10. Excellent logic. An 8 would have been nice to have seen amongst the death. Let's drop a 9 down to a 7. So when I come across a strength, I can turn it into an 8. Not the best logic in the world, but it's the only logic I've currently got. Oh. I was hoping that was going to be enough. There we go. Right, strength. There we go. Honestly, the pillar's a bit of an annoying boss blind, but you can literally just skip all the way to the boss, so it's not the worst thing in the world. And you can also, during the anti-play cards, you can play the same card. So I could play like the same Jack of Spades in both the small and the big blind, and then only that card would be used, blocked once for the thingy. And there we go. Glad that I deffed that 9 now, because it's literally that one, or you know, the one on the left, either or. You know what I mean? I don't need this yet, but I'll take it. Then, if I take this, I'll make tarot cards. So I don't want to play the Hermit, purple, until after the blind, because I can still make extras. If I were to play the Hermit now, it would be seen as $8. Even if you got a lucky card, and it gives you $20, although you'd be at $24, you'd still make a card from Vagabond, because it's about the money here before the hand is played. So I should have sold the moon first, actually. Would have been an extra $1. That's fine. Happy to take the blue joker over the 2 pair, even if it is a perishable. Nice. Very nice. If you're wondering, the first one was because the 8 was lucky enough to hit the 1 in 4. Second one, Vagabond. This is a really nice combo actually if you're going for like a tarot card run. Stick a fortune teller in this, and you get off the ground early. You was wondering? I'm sure you were, Portable. I know how enthused you are about the game. I'm just doing my usual explanations because you know I like to explain why things are how they are. I like to do the whole this does this because it's because of this. The usual. So with all these tarot cards I can just very quickly proc a whole bunch of cards to have some buffs on them. I'm not enticed enough by the Space Joker. Space Joker's actually really good. Combine the Burnt Joker with the Spaceship and you can make some really good pair runs. And I don't mean the fruit. Also, imagine if I didn't sell that 2-pair Joker right about now. I might have actually had more points. Silly me. Okay. Then let's dump these. I still hold hope and or cope. I think this one might be done. No, never mind. To be fair, I really like the blue Joker. It has very quickly become one of my more favoured common cards. I'll say that much. How many 8s does the deck have now? 11. And yet I can't draw more than 3 in any given time. There we go, flush 5. We'll take it. That's alright, I guess. Then I don't want to use Hex because it destroys all the other Jokers, which aren't eternal. So if I use the Hex now, I'll ideally sell the blue Joker first, but then it hit the Vagabond, destroy the Mime. Not what I want. And I don't want to destroy any of the 8s. So I'm skipping. However, keeping the Steel Chariot. Good job, Jean-Pierre Polnareff. These ones up here are high cards. Let's just get rid of this one. Let's make another 8 of spades, shall we? So we're still going to get 3 8s in hand. One, two, three, four, 5. Not quite a 5 flush, but hey, 5 of a kind will be alright. Not enough points though. Fine. Also, yes, I could have played the Magician before I played Death, but there's only 2 cards I cared about there. Ugh. Could have done with the plus 20 proc. Tonight may not be my night. Is it ever? What do we do this time? When there's no information to go off, I'll aim for the kings. And then I will both laugh and cry when the wee Joker appears. There's 9s there, stupid. Don't really want the superposition, but I suppose it's better than nothing. And it might pull something, such as a single tarot card here. And this debuffs diamonds. Okay. And if I could just get... Actually no, let's do this. Let's turn everything into a spade. And then hope for an arrowhead. I'll definitely take the Immolate. Don't hate Immolate. I kind of need to get a hand which is completely crappy and burn it. That's looking relatively crappy. Yeah, that was about what I expected. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Should have done that sooner. Didn't think it was going to come down to the wire. Skill issue? Jesus. What is going on? Also, if you want to speed the game up even more, you can do this, right? Reduce motion. You notice the background isn't even moving. How silly is this? You don't even get to see the cards wobble or anything. This is one of the most. This is probably one of the most cursed settings in the game, I feel. You like it? All right, we'll go with it. This one's dead already. Nice. Use cheat engine to make it 8 times. I can't on console. I'm sure there'll be PC mods that have higher game speeds. On console, this is what you may refer to as peak performance right now. Really? You know what? Let's PC stays winning. Almost always does. Right, crystal ball time. Let's go tarot cards. Ooh. If there's any different. Wow. Alright. Really? Really, game? You're just gonna give me that? Alright. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So that's my personal favourite legendary Joker off the bat. Let's hope that it can continue giving me more discards now. So I need the Joker that adds a discard. I want basically Recyclomancy. That one. Don't care that it's perishable. And yes, because I'm playing with the magic deck this time, we immediately go to the Omen Globe. I can't afford it right now, but this Drunkard is more valuable. So now Yorick's times 2. I just need to not completely goof here. So it's me, so anything could happen. Yeah, I want to turn back on the motion. I don't like the static background and the static cards. Feels off. Feels very off. Um, 16 more cards, you say? Shame. So, next blind, Yorick will turn into a times 3. If I can get Merry Andy as well. I do, however, still need other Jokers. Like, Yorick on his own does good early game, but we need, like, you know, the full all guns blazing. However, a 5 of a kind, pretty nice. Okay. Not you. Your rental. Wait, did that say it was free? No, it's 1. I think I can risk this. Okay, 1 card away from making it a 4 times multiplier. Also, I definitely should have picked up Even Steven. This was a mistake. Oh well. 4 of a kind saves me. Nice. Okay. Also, that's the recycle voucher. It's a shame that I'm kind of low on money right now. Okay. You will have to do. Oh, but that's... And then I just play every hand that exists. Okay. Right, Yorick's going to be at ×5 for a little while. Unfortunately though, I can't quite afford the wasteful. Please be something to do with money. Oh, you could not have written that better. That was literally perfect. That was incredibly lucky. Nah, I'm still not satiated. My discard thirst continues to grow. Down you go, Green Joker. Oh well, it's only at a low level for now. It's fine, right? What's not fine is the lack of quantity of Jokers, as I say. I need like another plus malt Joker or a plus chips. Buy this for now. 10 more to go. Okay, we'll make it ×6. That'll be the new finisher, I think, then. He says. Sweet. One nice thing about Splash is if you have a whole bunch of lucky cards and none of it equals anything worthy of a hand, you could still just sort of play it. Oh no. Right, now I need to minimise the deck. See if I can't get a 5 of a kind. Nothing more than curiosity? No, it did not happen. Shame. Oh, I'm not really getting lucky with Jokers though. I suppose I got too lucky with Yorick. Might be the death of this run now. Well, not Yorick itself being the death, but I mean this particular extra large blind might be the death. I have to sacrifice some of the stuff to make it work. Sorry, Green Joker, you had to take a hit there. Rather green Joker take a hit and the run continue. Ooh, do I do this? There's no point. I had loads of extra Joker spaces. I don't need to make anything negative right now. Right, Yorick's times 7, I suppose. Oh man. My obsession to clear up Yorick to the next multiplier supersedes the ability to... You see moving background? Yeah, because I turned off the static images. If I do this... We're back to nothing. Also, yes, that was quite a shame there. I love getting Yorick in a run. That was pretty close to clearing though. Oh well, it didn't clear. My bad. My bad, because I am bad. And doing bad today, very clearly. Completionist plus? No problem. Getting 3 wins in a row? Impossible. Ah man. So mediocre at best. Ooh. That is indeed an unplayable king. I want to keep that. So I can benefit on the Matador. Like so. Yeah, if the last run had, if I had more Jokers in that last run, it was fine. Yeah, that run, that was going down, by the way. Man, playing with no animations feels so cursed. Okay. I will take you, Satellite. You are a money earner, eventually. King, Jack, 10, 9, 2. Right, scrape by. I mean, it's there. Nice. Double tag into Buffoon pack. That's my Joker situation complete. Sorted. So yes, this is going to try and be a heart run if I can get this working. Sell the banner. I do want to do a High Priestess. Then we'll make a High Priestess. I'll make a High Priestess. I mean, honestly, the Ghost deck has more better advantages, I feel, but I do like playing with the Magic deck. That kind of instance is quite fun. Also, I shouldn't have taken that second. Keep going. Unfortunately, I ran out. 1 in 1,000. Absolutely. You can do it where you get an Emperor card to make a full card, which makes an Emperor card, which makes a full card, and just... I think I got up to a loop of something like 4. That's no good though, by the way. Yes, you can have certain loops. What's even funnier is if you have the Joker called the Showman, it makes that kind of loop even stronger. Because you could pull 2 full cards when you do the Emperor. Alright. Club deck it is. Game, did you not hear me? I want clubs. Whatever. Okay, then they heard me. There's A-OK. And $1 away from a grabber. I could sell a fool to grab this, but I think I would be a fool to do that. Then again, what do I know? The runs today haven't gone particularly great. Watching the cards just transform. It's kind of funny. When there's no animation, it just... Whoop. Yeah, I want this. King of clubs. I want as many kings of clubs that I can get to exist. I mean, queens or jack could also work. And the egg. Let's take it. I know, it's eternal. So it's just gaining sell value and that's all it does, but with temperances or swashbucklers, that's actually really good. Like, better than you'd expect good. Honestly. Nice, that actually would have been 9 points beyond the wall for Ante 2. Pretty neat. Okay. That wasn't enough. Okay, don't mess around that little. There we go. Just wanted enough just to bump over. Excellent. So now if I draw the king of clubs, I can then have 4 more of them in hand immediately now. Sorry, 3 more of them in hand immediately. I go up to 4. I suppose jack of clubs could also work. It doesn't really matter, I just wanted it to be king. But I can just do this. Stupid. I meant to do that. It would have looked far cooler if I got it right the first time, by the way. Idiot. Let's take the tribe for now. That is kind of the plan, to work towards clubs. And make flushes. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby, right round, round, round. The music video for that is so stupid. And if you didn't know, Portable, the person that sings You Spin Me Right Round is dead or alive. Yes, the music video for it is a real cheesy, quintessentially 70s, 80s VFX abomination. Truly. What do I mean? The band is literally called Dead or Alive. That is the name of the band. I mean, of course they could be dead or alive, that is very true. But no, the band is called Dead or Alive. Should have realised what the other Joker card was going to be, the other tarot card was going to be before I did the thing. Oh well. You know, you know. Gotcha. Oh, you had me for a loop. Got ya. You got me, you got me. Honestly, playing this game without animations is exactly like when you play Pokemon and you turn off the attack animations. It literally has the same vibes. Come on, give me my clubs. There's plenty of you. That's why the background is stacking. Well, earlier when you said the background's moving, I thought that was your cue of saying, I know Q's not here, but I thought that was your way of saying, I'll put the static back on. So I put it back on. Could have done with another Joker here. Ooh, just gone through. That's how you limp through. Come on, Judgment. No. Temperance, alright. Good recovery. That's how you go from none ducats to 46 ducats in the blink of an eye. That's slightly more valuable. Doing the quick maths in my head. He says as he plays a king's hand. Five. I don't care that I need to use the card with the blue seal on it. Doesn't matter what you do to Leprechaun as long as you get the pot of gold. Very pertinent phrase for today, especially, I suppose, thinking about it. saw a story about an 11-year-old about taking out his dad in the head because he wasn't allowed to play the Switch 2 overnight. Really? Yikes. That is... Rest in peace, that guy. How dare he stand in the way of a good gaming session. But in all seriousness though, isn't that just... diabolical? That a kid would go to that extreme. You're not even kidding? Oh, I totally believe that's what happened, Portable. There's been worse stories that I've heard in the past. You know, it's the dad's fault, definitely. Definitely not just the poor guy was just trying to be rational or anything. The worst story I heard in a related instance, Portable, was there was, I believe it was in Russia, I want to say, a child took a sledgehammer and applied some force behind it because he got told to come off from playing World of Warcraft. So similar story with a similarly gruesome outcome. It's just a prank. Until something that suspiciously looks like jam runs like a faucet. Right. Although it's rental, I'll take the duo. I'll need to get some good econ. To cover it, but it's pretty neato Joker. That's part of the prank as a dessert. Definitely, definitely. Welcome back, Geo Guy. That was a crappy low amount to discard there. Bring me back another king. I was looking for a queen. We're doing shock and awe tomorrow. Good stuff. Good luck. Have fun. Right, Supernova. Then let's take the Spectral. Shame we got rid of the Queen there, if I'm honest. Alright, until I get more jokers, I'm kind of in survival mode here. Barely, yeah, that's why I say limping through. I chose my word very carefully there, Portable. You had me at edged. Yeah, the more I'm trying to get some trying to get more pairs played so that Supernova does its thing. Barely fun? Well, video games are meant to be for fun, so if you're not going to enjoy it, GeoGuide, then don't do it. There you go. I seem to have solved all your problems in one go there. Good thinking, me. Also, I should have taken the skip there. The riffraff tag actually would have been useful. I know Gen Z terms, yeah. Some Yeah, should have played something more than a pair part a little bit earlier there. Like, sheesh. Oops. Honestly, Portable, I think my favourite Gen Z term at the moment is cooked. I'll just say it because that's what's happening in the game. I actually like using cooked. Cooked is neato. Ooh. This is going to be funky. Until you get obliterated by a flying motorcycle. I'll put in the vid links, Portable. When my buddy made one of his GTA compilation clips, there's a video where one of my other mates comes along and clips. I don't know. Did I clip him? I know I was on the motorcycle, and either I think I got clipped when I was on the motorcycle, and I just got sent flying. Great fun. Right, let's do this. Playing a close friend session. And griefers suck? Yeah. Oh, it did something. It did the reserved parking. Couldn't tell because no animations. Also $5. Ow. To be fair, I think the most fun thing in GTA 5 was running around with that, I don't remember what it's called, but the gun with the laser beam. And you pew pew. And then like you can flip cars and stuff. That's such a funny weapon. I want to take this, but I kind of shouldn't. I'm gonna have to not take it. That's a shame. I really want to take it though. But this deck is kind of fried if I take it. So I need to not. Or I suppose I can get rid of reserve parking later. Right, go, weird deck. Oh yeah. Go, weird deck. You remember that's the alien weapon? Yeah. Me and my buddies used to do this thing where we'd go to a bridge. It shoots shockwaves. Yes, it does. We'd use it. We'd get to like, somebody would sit in the centre of a bridge, and everybody else would come along with vehicles and try and crash into the person who stood on the bridge. That was one of our little mini games that we used to do. Let's do this. Kind of want to come across a bloodstone again. Widowmaker or railgun? I don't remember. The little handheld one, whichever that one is. It may have been the railgun? It's the little handheld one, it's the little alien pistol. Sounds like it's probably been the one called the Widowmaker. Also, I keep upgrading high cards. I'm meant to be upgrading pairs here. What am I doing? You don't remember the name as well? Yeah, not a big deal. You and I both know which gun we talk about, Portable. We know exactly which gun it is, because that gun is fun. I did try it a few times on the wave defense mode. It does not do well in wave defense mode. It's fun and all, but I should have put the blue seal on before I copied. Oh well, skill issue. Again, Geogo, we don't know the name, but we know which gun we're talking about. The little alien handgun pistol that goes pew pew, and then it fires shockwaves. You've been on the game more recent than we have. I'm sure you can enlighten us with the name. Railgun shoots explosions. Yes, that's the one. Widowmaker is the minigun. Oh yeah, so it is. Yeah, so we talk about the railgun. For sure, for clarification. Because we definitely aren't talking about the laser cannon. The laser cannon's fun though. Alright, this will give me another Mercury. I might not have been able to discard, but I can sure as hell use the blue seal. He was about to type homing missiles on alien blah blah blah. Well, you just did. Funnily enough. GTA Online really went too futuristic. They compromised realism for fun would be your professional way of describing it, Portable, but yes, they went way too futuristic for no real reason. Take me back to the days where I used to sit on the top of NPC cars and just snipe people with a sniper rifle in Vice City. I used to see how long I could last by riding a random person's car while crouching on it. Good times. I don't want either of those. I played 9 pairs, so the reserve parking is still better. And I want to discard, so I don't want that green Joker, even though it has a polychrome on it. I suppose I could take it. Well, let's take it then. Twist my arm. It's a multiplier. And flying cars, yes. They definitely went too far with it, for sure. Of that we can agree. Okay, let's grab this. One hand. Godspeed. Crimson Desert. Yes, I need to check out the trailer still. That much is true. It literally has jetpacks and dragon riding. Yeah, that game has gone way too futuristic already, Portable. That game has gone, that game truly has gone off the deep end before it's even, like, truly out there. Which, I mean, you could see as a good thing, you could see as a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a thing. Alright, let's... Empress. And Temperance. Thanks for the money. That doth be quite a bit of wonga. Intentionally, let's discard the pair. Okay. Let's Empress these. I'll leave the Ace of Diamonds as it is at the moment. Might come back and re-explore that avenue later. Yeah, no Mercury's here. That's better. One thing I will say about the reduction of the animations is that the rolls come really quick. So when I'm re-rolling, that goes by way too fast. To a point where I'm genuinely surprised that I'm almost paying attention to what's in the shop when I re-roll. Okay. I want to grab the telescope. A game called Prehistoric Hunt. Ooh. Is it a game like Ark? Right, I think it's time to say goodbye to reserve parking. I mean, this does as much as reserve parking was doing for the moment. Will you hunt Uncle Millsy? Well, for a game called Prehistoric Hunt, I'd like to hope you hunt dinos. Let's also copy this queen. I want to try and get double the amount of Mercuries, thank you. Also, did neither of those kings break? Nice. And Joel Joker goes away. Swashbuckler's in. That's the entire build set. Literally cannot remove any other jokers, so all I can do is add via negatives. Was that mean? Oh no! God no, Portable, that wasn't mean. If I gave any tone that sounded like I was offended, I promise you I wasn't. You're kidding, yes you did. Oh damn, it worked. Oh, I've got too much money. I just realised. Not very often in this game do you have too much money, but there you go. I have too much money. I need to be draining. I need to be draining the bank. Alright, Hex. Nice. And again. Okay, that's better. I need to be under $4 at all times for Vagabond. Silly me. Also then, Mercury pair level 22. I haven't been paying attention to that. Nice. Alright, I've been pulling it back. Nice. That's good. Right. Let's grab you. Throwback is 1.25. Terrible. And I can't get the legendary Joker? That's okay, I didn't want it anyway. I'm just gonna make all the King's glass. Screw it. Then more aces, you say? I cannot ectoplasm anything. And I do not need $25. Should you buy Mackenzie Airfield? Yeah, do it, man. Go for it. Surely the ideal thing to do is to just buy all the places. No? I mean, no is also an answer, Portable. I can see where you're coming from. It sucks major ass. What was he's been promoted? Last I heard he was a colonel. Level 25 pair. And guess what? More aces. Or do I just chariot, or do I just death the queen? It's also steel, but also has a blue seal. Watch you just in case. He's not spoiling, he's actually fucking with you. Don't mind Portable. Portable is an agent of chaos. It's taken me a while to work it out, but I've worked it out. Alright, this isn't good. I mean, it's up to you. You can have him blocked or unblocked. That's your call. I'm not trying to stop you. You've alerted the airline. Warning, warning. Go. Back up to 40. Too much money. Oh. Foil blueprint. I need negative blueprint. Okay. So close to a complete. Portable, he's gonna think you're being serious. I very much doubt. I don't think that Portable plays GTA at all, Geoguy. Don't worry about him. Oh dear. Is that a spoil? I don't know. Go to doesthedogdie.com. It might give you the answers you need. Let's put a gold talisman on you. To be fair, it's GTA, let's be honest, it's more than likely that something like everybody will die is probably gonna happen. Like, let's be real here. There's not a lot else that happens in GTA than you shoot people. Let's... You know what, I'm going to turn some of these steel aces into something more palatable. Okay, good, that didn't complete because I have too many cards. And yes, I meant cards in my inventory. Oh, I should have played Temperance! If I played Temperance, they wouldn't have refilled up just there. Oh, stupid me. It's alright. I'll fix it. We just have a couple less levels on repair. Okay. Right. Level 32 pair? How do you not play GTA when you know about the alien gun thingy? You know what? You got me, Portable. You got me. The alien gun thing is pretty goated. Okay. I really don't like the fact that this is a 1.2 million point though. This is where I should have had my steel cards in hand. You was rank 358. Oh boy! You have played quite a bit. That's very respectable. I think last time I played GTA, when I saw I was rank 70 something or 80 something? Ah, we did it! And now that I've completed a run after completing Completion's Plus, I now get the PlayStation trophy for it. Also, what's funny with my... You can't see this, but on my PlayStation achievements, right? I've done 25% of the trophies in the game. I have done everything with the exception of... I think everything. With the exception of making my deck less than 20 cards and playing a flush with 5 wild cards. I've done everything else. I've done Completionist Plus, I've done Completionist Plus, obviously. But I haven't. I did play a straight flush with wild cards, but it doesn't count it. It needs to very specifically be a flush. Which is really annoying, actually. Alright, so that's the brackets there saying 1. So let's try and turn that. Let's try and get up to 2. But hey, at least I won a game today. Take your wins where you can get them. Luck was really easy. You got the Epstein Island heist and farm it. That's what I did back in the day, Portable, when the Epstein Island heist first came out. I absolutely deplored it, and it used to be terrible. My mates used to say, "Why are you playing it then?" And I was like, "Well, you guys are about 100 levels ahead of me." If I ever stream GTA Online, play on PlayStation 4 so you can play. If I ever do it, I probably... Oh, I don't have it on PC, so it would be on PlayStation. Yes, the Island Heist is so annoying, Portable. I used to dislike it. It's absolute doo-doo. quite honestly. As I say, I needed to play it to catch up with my mates. Like it was, what would you call it, a necessary evil. Ooh, this is looking good. Nice. Question is, do I do the thing? There's a stencil joker sat right here, and I don't know if I wanted to get it. Yes, yes I do. Oh! I should have skipped that. I wanted to get the Joker stencil. No! Skill issue. Damn it. I won't. It'll be fine, right? Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 10. I can't discard the purple seal card there anyway, because I'm out of discards, so let's just play it. And I need a multiplier catalyst. The fact that the hologram jokers are foil is, like, perfect. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get that half price tag, the discount tag now, unless it carries over to the next ante. Some vouchers stay on the next ante, but some don't. Yeah, misprint's going to be helpful for now. Okay, good. Clearance sale still there. Want something more reliable, is what I was going to say, than a misprint. That's less reliable. Buy this. Keep it in the pocket. So, hold on. Scholar. Interesting. Less interesting now. Or the Baron isn't interesting. Whichever way you want to see it. Maybe it's that the Baron isn't interesting. Right, that was a low misprint roll. Low misprint rolls, please. Sort yourself out. There we go. 21. Oh, this is why I find misprint to be too unreliable. Right. The streak is now back to 0. Excellent. Come on, 7 of hearts. Appear. Nice. Ask and you shall receive. Okay. Not a big fan of to-do list. But let's ignore to-do list's function and say it's a 1.5 times multiplier. I mean, of course, it's not about just saying it, because that's what it is. Alright, looks like the plan is aces. That's my kind of plan. Ooh, more money from to-do list. See? It's a 1.5 times multiplier with just a cute little can sometimes be used modifier. Not the worst thing in the world. That's pretty bad though. I'll take it. Thanks, I hate it. No, give me aces. Well, there's an ace, I suppose. Play more pairs? Thanks, to-do list. Come on, what aces? You're not an ace. You're not an ace. Then let's see about getting a flush. Partly for the to-do list and partly for the tribe. That was very close to not working. But close isn't close enough. Baldur's Gate tomorrow? I could do. I did start that honor mode run. The honor mode run will be I won't be using any of the illithid powers, I think. If I can make that work. I thought you'd more want to see Monster Hunter though. Again, tomorrow might be Roblox or Monster Hunter, whatever works better for you as to which way is round. I already finished. Yeah, I finished normal mode. But I've still got to do the honor mode run. So I'm not adverse to playing Baldur's Gate. I do enjoy the game a lot. Very fun game. They grow up so fast. Sure do. Okay, let's play a pair. Then try and grab some spades. That did not work well. Yeah, the thing with Baldur's Gate 3, Portable, is that I was surprised that there wasn't a fourth act, for one. But that might just be because I'm used to DOS 2 having 4 acts. But I'm also surprised at how it's just like, the game takes a while, then you get to that Act 3 and then boom, you can just complete the game. kind of deal. And they throw you so much experience in that Act 3 that they're basically saying, here, just get max level if you're not already. And just go do the game now. It's like they put all the love, care and attention of the game into Act 1. And then by Act 2 they were like, yeah, this is going along quite nicely, let's just keep the player coasting. Then Act 3 is just like, yeah, okay, tie up the loose ends now. Even though supposedly there's not going to be any extra DLC, and they're not going to be making a Baldur's Gate 4, apparently. They said they don't want to do any DLC or any story continuation, funnily enough. But they have been working on DOS 3, actually. That is one thing they've been working on, supposedly. Let's throw caution to the wind. Hold on, Ace, King, 3-2. I want to throw the... Really what I need to do is get more Death Tarot cards and turn this thing up. Up to like 5 million of them. That would also be cool. Do this way round. Using the hanging chad on the malt was better than using it on the ace. And yeah, it's immediately gone. Wow. I should not have thrown caution to the wind on that one. The wind was not cautious. And oh, I meant to buy, not buy and use. Oops. You'll be cool. 10-star Arch-Tempered Jindar with level 1 dual blades. Question. Do I get Anna this time? Also, I meant to swap the Malt Ace was meant to go in the front there. Also should have played the stone card with that king. Yeah, okay, whatever. You know what? I think I might be calling stream for today here though. So, mission failed on the runs. I mean, I had one successful run today, but no real streak. Shame. But hey, I suppose there will have to be another time. For now, shoutouts and thanks to everyone for coming by. Tomorrow will be either Baldur's Gate or Monster Hunter or something, we'll see. Or Roblox. I'll work it out as I go along. For now, peace and love all. Oh, finish your sign off before you sign off. Yeah, peace and love all. Catch you soon. Happy Paddy's Day.